Welcome guys to another Virtue Hearing Show. Here with me, your host, Christopher Medina. I am your hearing care professional. Today we are going to be talking about feedback issues and some solutions. But before we get into that, I want to give you guys a special offer. Well, it's actually the current offer we have, which is the buy one get one free for certain specific models and certain technology levels. But we're making it even better. It used to be only for the premium level technology. Well, now we have a basic level, mid-level, and premium level. So you can have more flexibility. Again, the offer is you buy one hearing aid, get the second one absolutely free. Okay, so if you guys are interested in that, call our office. Our office number here is 323-530-0223. Comment below, message us. We'll find a way to get some type of communication going. Cool? Awesome. So let's get into it. What is feedback? For those of you who wear hearing aids, I'm sure you have probably experienced it some point in time. It's when your hearing aid starts to whistle. So it goes like, starts to whistle, you hear a humming sound. It's pretty annoying. Maybe you might be eating and as you open your jaw, you hear a little whistle in your ear. Or if you've seen somebody with a hearing aid and they're passing next to you, or you give them a hug and all of a sudden you hear a whistle sound, you're like, what is that? It's like, oh, they're gonna say, that's my hearing aid, it whistles sometimes. But yeah, that's pretty much feedback, when the hearing aid whistles. And we're gonna talk about why it happens and some ways that we can fix that for you. So it depends on what type of style hearing aid you have. For example, let's talk about the behind the ear models. So the hearing aid basically sits behind your ear, and then you got a custom made mold that is molded exactly to your ear canal. Now, if this mold is fitting loose, you're probably gonna have some type of feedback issue. So before we go in depth into that, let me go over some reasons or some causes that would cause feedback, right? So one of them is you can probably have a lot of wax buildup in your ear. Ear molds may be too loose, like I just said right now. The ear molds could be loose. If you wear a custom style hearing aid, that can also happen if the whole hearing aid is actually fitting you loose. Sometimes there's internal feedback, which is something with the processor, the microphone and the speaker is not communicating right, and it's causing a feedback issue. It can also be the level of the hearing aid. Let's say the volume is too high and it's messing with the output frequencies and other frequencies, and it starts to, cause internal feedback. So we're gonna get into all these and some solutions. So the first one, wax in your ear. The first thing we do when we see every single patient is check their ears to make sure they're clean and clear. If there's a foreign object, if you have cerumen, which is the wax, anything that's in your ear canal, we got to make sure that if you have something in there, we refer you to an ENT doctor to have that cleaned out, because that can be causing the feedback. As far as the ear molds go, if you wear a behind the ear style, it's recommended you change your ear molds about every year, because with the use of these ear molds, your skin starts stretching, your ear starts changing, especially in children. Like children, they're constantly growing, so that's why you might see little children with mostly this type of style hearing aid, which goes behind the ear, and they'll have like different colors and stuff. But yeah, it's recommended you get this changed out every year so that we make sure that it's sealing your ear properly. Because what happens is when the hearing aid is not sealing your canal, the sound kind of leaks out through those little gaps where it's loose, and the microphone picks it up and causes the feedback. I'm sure all of you guys have gone to a party where the person who's talking or being the DJ gets too close to the speaker, and then it goes, it just like creates a loud noise. That is feedback. It's the same thing. So whenever the sound leaks, the microphone picks it up, starts to create that whistle sound. If you wear a custom style aid, you will have to get the whole hearing aid remade. So if the hearing aid is under repair warranty, then there shouldn't really be no charge to remake the hearing aid. Now, let's say you have an older hearing aid, it's out of warranty. I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to buy some type of repair warranty that will cover the remake and guarantee your hearing aid for like 6 months to a year. That's what usually the repair warranties cover. So another thing, so another step in the process. So we check your ears, we check the molds if they're loose. Now, if everything seems okay, then we also go into the hearing aid system and we run something that's called the feedback manager. So the hearing aid will create different frequency sounds and noise, and the hearing aid will detect what frequencies are causing those, what's causing the feedback in those certain frequencies, and it will automatically reduce those frequencies so that the feedback is no longer there. Now, that can help, but then again, it's also lowering the amount of volume in the hearing aid. So now your speech audibility, your understanding of speech might get affected. So it's always best to get a, the secure mold, so that we don't have to reduce what's called the gain, the volume of the hearing aid, and still have no feedback. Now, like I said, if you wear any of the little custom styles, they're probably gonna have to be remade. And these also can be programmed and modified a little bit in the software, but we have to make sure that that it's sealing properly, that it's fitting nice and snug, and there's a good fit. Last but not least, we have the receiver in the canal style. Let's say you use the little domes, those can be modified. So as you can see, I don't know if you can see in the camera, but this is an open dome, has like a little bit of holes all around the dome. And if there's feedback, then we need to create a more closed fit. So then we start modifying the dome. Now this dome is a little bit more sealed. It has 2 little holes, but it's more of a sealed fit. And then ultimately, if there's still feedback, then we'd close off all the little holes and make it a complete closed fit to make sure that none of the sound is leaking out. And there's different sizes of these. So depending on your ear, we'll try to work with that. If not, then you're gonna have to get a custom mold made to your ears so that it fits and secures it nice and tight. Cool, let's see, anything else? Internal feedback, what I said earlier about internal feedback. Now, that's something we really can't do much of. We would have to send your actual hearing aid to the manufacturer to take a look at it and have them fix that part. It's either like replacing a microphone, replacing the speaker, and stuff like that. But usually you have to have a repair warranty on your instrument to have that done. If not, you're gonna have to probably pay for a warranty to have that fixed. Cool. So that pretty much covers feedback issues, guys. So if you guys have any questions, comments, comment below, send us a message. If you know someone who's struggling with feedback issues, make them an appointment to come see us. Right now we're doing free hearing tests, free consultations, free 14-day trials of our most premium level hearing aids. And if we need to check somebody's hearing aid, if you found us here on Facebook or any of our social media platforms, just mention it to us, and we're gonna waive the consult fee, which is usually around $65 a visit. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Take care.